This shot is used to play an aggressive counter-attack when the opponent has played the first topspin of the rally to you. Your body position will vary depending on the height and spin of your opponent's shot. The most common position for counter topspinning is to get as low as possible, as you'll usually be wanting to come down and over the ball. Make sure that your finishing position allows you to quickly get back into position to play your next shot.
The angle of your racket for this shot will vary depending on how your opponent has hit the ball.
The more topspin the ball has, the more you'll need to close your racket face. The less topspin the ball has, the more you open your racket face. As the counter topspin is played when the opponent has played a topspin, you'll almost always be playing with a somewhat closed racket face. The length of your shot should vary depending how quickly the ball is coming towards you. The slower the ball, the longer your shot can afford to be. The faster the ball, the shorter and faster your shot will have to be. The higher the ball, the more you will have to play over and downwards during your shot. The lower the ball, the more upwards you'll have to play your shot.
As you can hear, there are many variables that all affect how the counter spin needs to be played. We can use this to our own advantage, being able to vary the height, spin and placement of our own attacks becomes a fantastic asset to have.
There is one situation that is especially tricky to deal with: counter topspinning a falling ball. The longer you let it drop, the more difficult it will become. Video TE10, Handling a Falling Ball, goes into more detail about this situation.
Sometimes it's most effective to use a fast contact on the ball, sometimes a slow contact, sometimes a thick contact, sometimes a thin contact. Most of our videos encourage you to use a fast contact on the ball by getting your racket moving as quickly as possible. This isn't always the best option when dealing with heavy spin, however, and we're going to show you an example of this with the counter topspin.
You're more likely to be able to hit through the opponent's spin using a fast, thick contact. But you're more likely to use a slow, thin contact if you want to curl the ball outwards on your shot. I'm playing both these shots, which are very similar, against Robert's identical topspins, but I'm using very different contacts on the ball.
The principles we went through at the start of the video still hold true. However, you'll discover new possibilities the more skilled you become with your timing, contact thickness and racket speed.
If you like this video and would like to see more tutorials by world-class player William Henzell, you can go to ttedge.com. You will also find Brett Clark's serving videos that will teach you how to serve like a boss.